And fall in, my fellow scout troopers. Sit back, relax. It's time for some nice third age Reforged. It's a nice 4v3 siege here today at Bar Sagat. We are back at Bar Sagat. This map will never get old, ever. Anyway, today's replay comes from Joran, who's commanding one of the 4 attacking armies today. He's commanding the Orcs in the Misty Mountains. Before we get started with his army, of course, if you want to see your own total replay featured here on this very channel, there are 4 video links in the description below for you guys to send me through your total replay to, being from any Total War game, including their mods as well. Hope to hear from you guys soon. And with that, let's dive in with the replay today. So, going through the army here, we have 3 Snugger Skirmisher units for Joran. Very important to his army. These guys will be vital to wear down the enemy's defense. Defenders will be on the lookout for them. Rangers are their Achilles heel. They are the ideal unit to take such weapons like these guys down. We have some heavy golden crossbows, which can be a bit of a threat, but the main threat to the defenders, or most defending armies these days, are javelin units like axe throwers, and also these guys as well, and orc javelins from Mordor in particular. Moonlight beast hunters also worth a watch, and of course, always keep an eye out for demons of the desert if your enemy brings Harad. Now, heavy golden crossbows can be a bit of a threat, but the main target for the defenders will be the Snugger Skirmishers. They are the bigger threat to their army, or armies. We have some goblin infantry here, which will be used as a cannon fodder or human meat shield, so to speak. Obviously, got to be careful when they choose to send them in. Make sure the rangers aren't firing at them, because that basically cancels out their advantage entirely, and they just start falling and make the defenders look good at the end if they have a high kill count. We have some Black Orcs of the Mountains here, 2 units or so of them. We have some Mount Orc Berserkers. Looks to be 2 units there. We have some Mount Orc Host as well. Some Heavy Goblin Halberds just in front of the Snugger Skirmishers. Black Mount Berserkers, if I didn't say so earlier. About 2 units here of Halberds, give or take. And out front we have some White Orc Fearmongers and some Heavy Goblin Spears. 3 units of them total. And that brings us to his first ally today, right to his, well, to his right. We have Y2K86, g'day Y2K. We've got some Battling Brandy Bucks here, 1, 2 units there, some Longbottom Mob. Got some Gandalf Fireworks here, which is basically the Hwacha. We have more Longbottom Mob, Powerful Protectors, Crossbow unit guards for the uninitiated, and also a decent Spear unit as well, one of Shire's best units to bring. We have some Tookish Hunters here, low tier archers really. About, geez, what's the other one? Bambros-based archers right here. These guys here are the more mid-tier archers of the Shire. Elite, of course, is the Powerful Protectors, and your light archers, of course, are the Tookish Hunters. So we're 2 units total here of Powerful Protectors. We have over here some Farmers of Buckland, which is basically a scythe. Oh no, yeah, it is a scythe unit. We've got 2 units of them. They are pretty much a shock unit. We have some Hubbardry and Arms here, pretty good AP. Duneran Rangers, some Hubbardry Arms again. 3 units now total. But Bandits here, Javelin unit, of course, watch out for them. 2 units. And the unit of Hobbitry and Arms, and of course the dreaded Ents. I don't know why the Ents are going out this far. If the defenders have Cav, they could potentially charge these guys and take out a few of them, or at least severely damage them. Remember, this is a troll unit, guys, so remember that. They are vulnerable to Cav charges. People always think that trolls or Ents can handle most Cav charges. Well, a head-on charge will force them to take a bit of damage, and you kind of want your troll units to be, geez, in fighting, in peak form, I suppose is the best way to put it. When you want to use them in battle, you don't want them damaged or tired or exhausted. You want them fresh, good to go, 100%. You want to try and get the most out of your units like that. Troll units effectively do throw the enemy off balance. They can break through enemy formations, which you might think are impossible to penetrate. So, be wary when you choose to commit your trolls. Don't just throw them in. We see time and time again players use them too soon or at the wrong moment, and basically they become a liability to the army, and ultimately don't have any impact on the outcome, which is what they're supposed to actually have. So we have Rudar here, commanded by Order Malice. We've got some Rudar Axemen here, Richmond Slavers. Got some Dunman Spearmen here. Just Rudar Marksmen as well, Herodane Pikes. Some Frodham Javelins. We've got about 2 units here of Rudar Swordsmen. Some Herodane Berserkers, 2 units of Ethelmul's Troll Hunters. Another unit of Swordsmen. Some Warg Skirmishers here, Dunman Spearmen. 2 units here, and 2 units of Dunman Pikemen as well. Some Trollshire Axe Throwers, and some Bandits. So, plenty of missile units, plenty of Javelins, Snugger Skirmishers. Modexa, is commanding Dunland, and the decks have bought tons of javelins and axe throwers, so they know what's up. Got some half-orc spearguard here, 2 units there, half-orc vanguard as well. Rise of Orthanc, basically mobile crossbow unit. Walk skirmishes again, and spears of Orthanc. I don't know if that's 1 or 2 units here. That looks too much for just 1 unit. That looks definitely more than 60. Maybe I'm blind. Highly possible. Okay, and that is it there for the defenders, I believe. Let's just go back over here, make sure we're not seeing any action. Be careful we put those ends. The defenders moved up some javelins or axe throwers themselves if they have any. They could fire into the against where they stand, which would be really bad for the Shire. In any case, we have Isengard by Enigma, who's got some half-orc spearguard and some Uruk-hai pikemen. Spearguard here just to take the brunt of any potential missiles coming their way. Try and preserve the pikemen a little bit longer. Some Uruk-hai crossbows here, some half-orc spearguard, mixing with some Dunling veterans to act as, well, I suppose, rapid support, I think. Uruk-hai archers here, Uruk-hai crossbows, Dunling veterans, Ents belonging to Mirkwood, which is commanded by the Worm Raider. G'day, Worm Raider. He's got about 2 units here of Uruk-hai pikemen, and we've also got some Uruk-hai berserkers, guards of Orthanc, and I can't tell if we have any Nazgûl High. The blades appear to be belonging to just the berserkers there, as I can tell. We've got some Uruk-hai infantry behind them. There's a Nazgûl High, you don't have to look very far. We've got some Trolls of the White Hand, some Spears of Emendua, some Sindar of the Girdle. Could have run out and taken care of the Ents, or at least charged into them. Some Uruk-hai archers over there, which I don't know why they're there. We have some bows of Emendua, maybe a couple of units of them. Greenwood Rangers, Woodland Protectors here, 2 units of them. So, and we've got Linda here, commanded by Son of the Dunedain. G'day, Son as well. A lot of familiar faces here today, a lot of familiar names. We have some Harlan Riders here, 2 units. Some Woodland Realm Patrol, 2 units. Harlan Guard, also 2 units. And some Northern Blade Masters there, that's the best of the best when it comes to Lindon there. We have some Fondon Archers as well, 2 units. Mython Marines here, 2 units. Blades of Emendor, Spears of Emendor, 2 units. Fondon Pikes, 2 units. Probably shouldn't be on the front lines, guys. Not when you know your opponents here are stacked up. Like they haven't used any of the missiles yet. And the last thing you want is to lose your pikemen. Pikemen are very valuable to a defender, more than gold. We have Fondon Marines here, 2 units. Harndon Infantry as well. Northern Guard here, 2 units. We've got 3 units total here of Harndon Infantry, I think. Yeah, Harndon Infantry, 3 units of them, yep. And 2 units total here, Fondon Marines here. I don't think there's anything else, actually. I think that's actually done and dusted. So we will do a small cut here, guys, and come back once the battle begins, which shouldn't be too long. Because you'd think the Worm Raider would sally out his cav to just harass the enemy, in particular the Shire, since he's moved up so far ahead of his allies. The Bows of Emendor could just harass Joran's forces as he moves up as well. He's densely packed. I can imagine the arrows are damaging a lot of units and getting a few kills as well, but mostly damaging a lot of the army as it moves up. Sindar of the Girdle can shred through Y2K's army, considering what he has. I mean, Poetry and Arms here can't really handle a front-on charge from a heavy shock unit like the Sindar of the Girdle. So it seems like we're just seeing a big missed opportunity there on Mirkwood's part off the bat, but who knows, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, the first arrows here being fired. Y2K was trying to send up his long bottom mob. The Warg Skirmishers moved up. A little bit too soon to use the Warg Skirmishers. Use them to charge into them, but not use their javelins. Not a good idea. Kind of hard to use the Warg Skirmishers while they still have their missiles. This could force Enigma's hand if he's not careful. His options are to let Y2K use his Longbottom mob. The Goblin Infantry has moved up and they are taking in some of those javelins coming down from the Warg Skirmishers. So the defenders using valuable javelin ammunition here on probably one of the worst units to use their javelins on. Unintentionally, of course. But that is what they're doing. Now, this is good use here of Cinder of the Girdle. That's what you want. Goblin infantry will melt before these guys. It'll help them get into the long mob faster. They risk being shot at, of course, by long mob, but this is the best way to take out a meat shield. It's a downhill charge, so that it should help speed things up, and they are densely packed. Now, the Warg skirmishers here need to get out of the way. They're blunting the charge here of the Cinder of the Girdle. They aren't helping things. Come on, you got time to go. Get him out of there. There we go. Jeez, I wonder where you guys were. That's one of the worst charges ever there from the Cinder of the Girdle. Enigma's forces here are getting in his way. And now they've run out of time. He's run out of space to get his charges off. If the defenders are going to fire into these guys, if they had to fire in right now, then I would suggest a range volley, 1 to 2 at the most, just to sort of kneecap or break the spine of this Goblin infantry unit. So when they charge in, they're not tiring out the defending forces here on the front lines. The defending forces will wipe them out in a heartbeat. They'll just collapse as soon as they attack. That's what you want. That line is probably frustrating the one raider to no end. Looks like Ord here has moved into an attack position. Let's just have a quick look over here, see what's up. Dexter's got their war skirmishers firing away. They repositioned the fallen pikemen, which is nice. Harder infantry here doesn't have the best armor, but they'll hold up. They're soaking up some of that javelin fire. Sun here has some troops to spare for the moment. Most of those arrows are hitting the Warg skirmishers. Now they're firing fire arrows with a specific idea to send these guys into a panic and rout them faster. The Warguys here charge forth, but we've got a volley there from the Mython Marines. They took out the Wargs. Thought it would be faster with the volley there from the Mython Marines. Okay, down to 34 there. Redex is setting up the Warg skirmishers yet again. He hasn't had enough of using them just yet. Warg skirmishers might be trying to fire into the Mython Marines. Yep, they are. Hold on, if you're moving up. Wargs here pretty damaged. They shouldn't last long in combat. Easy on the ammo there. Sun wants to take no chances here with the Warg skirmishers. That was a good volley there. So units down to 41. Started off with 100 at least. Infantry countercharged. And they broke them again. Don't think they'll stay permanent. Alright, let's head to the other side here. Hardfork Spearguard here, holding the front line. One module up here down to 69. Stones here being thrown up high into the air. We've got Urquhart crossbowmen moving up. What is their target, I wonder? Alright, they're reloading. Who's down here? We've got some Matmore Berserkers. One more mob is there, but is that their target? Okay. Not worth it. Half the crossbow mission going inside of the hill there. Yeah, not worth it. Tookish Hunters, don't really know if they're worth shooting at. I would say they're not really worth shooting at. If they can send out a Sundar of the Girdle for a charge on them, that was what I would do probably. So he has to charge in and then get him out, but Hobbitry and Arms have just appeared out of nowhere. Sindar wasn't coming, but something made Y2K move. Got some Herpang archers up top there. What else do we have up here? Some Elders of the Elven King, more Herpang archers. One armored up, one not. Alright, let's head back over here. Ward here, just stationing his forces, getting ready to go in. Should be a relatively fair matchup. Lindon here versus Manly Rudar. Mirkwood in support though. Does make things a bit more difficult for poor Rudar. Who else is with him? And Medexa. So Dunland. Oh, my kingdom to get a volley of rangers firing into this blob here. Absolutely glorious. If it would even be worth shooting at right now, if they would have unit rangers up on this ledge here in front of us, they could shoot down and take out a quarter of these guys at least. I'd say it's worth it. There's a lot of troops stacked up there. The Sindar of the Girdle could have charged into the Dunman Spearmen there. And he's got archers on standby that could be shooting at the Rise of Warbank as well. But they're not ready to show their hand. Right now they're just sort of touching blades. Getting a feel for each other. Seeing who's making the first move, who commits first. That is too much. Oh no, are they Proudfoot Protectors or are they Tookish Hunters? I swear I saw Proudfoot Protectors here somewhere. Oh, we're only 14,000 frames in so far. A little bit slow to get going. Looks like everyone's into position. But, yeah, slow down, mate. Hold the fire. It's Tookish Hunters, not even Bambo's Bats Archers. Bambo's has Archers I might be able to let slide, but Tookish Hunters are not worth using that much ammo on. No way. Charge into loose formation, that's why that was so effective right there. Keep up the attack just for a few more seconds. Had he stayed on the attack, it might have been enough to break this unit.
We're under attack!
Spearguard hasn't sustained that many casualties. And they are in shield wall formation.
Incoming.
Well, that's really slow going there. Snagger skirmish is down to 42, so something hit him hard. Who's shooting at him? Harlan Riders. Bows and Endure trying to fire down. Nope, they're determined to keep the Snagger skirmishers back. We have a third line of Diamond Spearmen being brought up here. Medex is just establishing himself a perimeter. I'll be going in for the attack here. Alright guys, we're back. Trying to send up some Snagger skirmishers here. And Urkai archers have been sent up to take the brunt of this javelin fire. And they've spooked up the Snagger for now. We've got Herping archers firing in. Herping archers getting secondary hits here on Longbottom Mob and Hobbitrine Arms. And the Saga here appear to be getting into tight formation. That makes the elves' lives a whole lot easier. Joran here needs to pull back his Snaga. They're not throwing their javelins fast enough. I'll just continue to throw their rocks. $15 to 6%. Alright, Saga's down to 29. We got Proudfoot Protectors also firing here. Yep. Yeah, that's him. This line here has been tasked to receive quite the beating. But they are extracting a lot of ammo here from the attackers. So maybe Ignium feels like he's got a win so far in this fight. Ruda sourcing down to 128. Wardens of Elstirion. Overkill. Overkill. Gotta stop doing that. Wardens of Elstirion fire into Diamond Spearmen here. If the Wardens were gonna fire, I'd probably aim for the Rudar Swords in the back now. That way you can take out the Diamond Spearmen as well. Wrong target, guys. Wrong target. We've got a 2-for-1 deal right here. Come on. And firing into the snugger skirmish is a broken unit there. The wardens are too valuable. Sun needs to communicate with the One Raider. One Raider to be telling Sun here to fire down here. Help him out. Well, front end javelins are at least firing this way now. The flame arrows there was enough to do the trick. Ethel's Triumph is moving in. Oh, jeez, I thought the Cinder of the Girdle had him. It looks like they were swinging around here for a cycle charge on the Rudar Swordsman. No, the Ethel's Triumphs were right there. Oh, the One Raider. The One Raider, I think, had Auto Malice right there, and he was obviously focused on his plan. Maybe he got tunnel vision or something. He knows they're there. He sent in his spears and do it just now. The opportunity was there for the Sindar to attack the Ethel's Triumphs before they fired a javelin. The Ethel's Triumphs are at 87. I swear I saw Trollshax's name appear. That must be when I'm firing in. It's too soon. Sun here is using his wardens here at the wrong time, so we're being critical. Units are either spread out, they're by themselves. The best time to use rangers is when your enemy is concentrating in attack and they're trying to stack the deck to improve the mass of their forces so they can put a lot of pressure here on the frontline defense and try to find a weak point, something to break through, sift through, and begin breaking up the formation and just cutting their way through the enemies in front of them. So Sun's got a lot of kills here, but he could have got far more with the wardens had he just been a little bit more patient. Cinder of the Girdle would be handy about now. The javelins from the Fallen Marines here are helping, but the Ethel's Triumph being in loose formation here means that a lot of javelins aren't hitting their mark. And when they bring out their spears like that, they've used up their javelins and they're basically a mid-tier spear unit after that. I don't know if it's worth using the javelins on them in particular. Probably too soon. Save the ammunition for a better target. Like the Fisherman Slayers, for instance. Also, Y2K's thinking about setting up his Ents. Or he already has. He's just pulled them out. Cinder of the Girdle is coming back. This is a better charge here from the Sindar. They can afford to stay in combat for a little while. There's no crossbows in the area. Nothing that can charge in too soon. It seems like the defenders are tripping over themselves a little bit. They're a little bit disorganized in terms of their defense. Enigma and the One Raider are getting in each other's way a few times. Not on purpose, of course. It just seems to be an accident. But, you know, One Raider should be asking Enigma to give him some space to do his cycle charges, because right now, this is where Sindar should be used. There are some spears nearby, but Goblin Spears aren't the best in deterring heavy shot cavalry charges. They've got Mountaineer Coast. They will fall before units like Cinder of the Girdle. They won't be able to stand up to a charge from them. The Dawn Raider could have charged in 2 or 3 times into these forces and severely diminished the hobbits here, if not routed them entirely. Dawn Raider is getting in the way here of the Uruk archers of Enigma, hindering the accuracy of some of the archers. Now, we've got some Rudar swordsmen moving up. Red flags, we've got arrows being fired up high into Rudar marksmen. Trollshire Axel is being shot into, well, into annihilation. We're down to 4. That is way too many arrows to take out 4 soldiers. The fire rate is slower than a turtle. That ammo is better off being served, being shot at a full unit or even a half unit of snugger skirmishes, for example. Okay. It's possible that Dawn Raider, his attention is elsewhere. He's commanding multiple units and he lost Micka there on the archers. He forgot to tell them to stop firing. Dawn Raider's tripping over himself. I thought he was going to charge into the Rudar swordsman there for sure. The way was open for him to charge, right into their flank. Now it's possible the cavalry could have got confused and split into 2 sides, but if the cavalry managed to charge into the unit here and hit this side, they would essentially evaporate these forces here. We've got some Frontum Javelins moving up. The Warzeal's Tyrion are out of ammo, I think. We've got swordsmen down to 74. We've got Black Balls moving in. This is a good bunch of forces to fire arrows into. Even in loose formation, you can see how densely packed they are, and are worthwhile targets shooting at. Black Quads are heavy shock infantry, and Frontum Javelins still have ammo. Both units are dangerous to you as a defender. Now that fire looks like it's coming from units like the Elders of the Oven King, which it is. Dawn Raider needs to tell Sun here to move out of his way, give him a firing line into the Rise of Orthanc, so the Rise here can stop shooting at his forces. I mean, the Elders are firing, but only a few can actually maybe reach these guys. He's getting friendly fire there. He hit one of the Lindon troops. You've got archers shooting at broken, depleted units like Dunman Spearmen. That's not good to see. Who's he going after? Rise of Orthanc. Oh, Spears of Orthanc firing into Faldon pikemen. A worthwhile target shooting at. Some javelins using the javelins at a decent rate. For the Marines here appear to be losing this battle. Creating Berserkers are going to fire their axes in a minute. Head Rangers being focused down right here. If they must, the Elders should be the ones firing into these guys. You've got to look for ways to conserve your ammunition. Who can take out the threat faster and more effectively? And this would be the elders. This would be a job for the elders, the Elven King. Ward here probably should have pulled out his Harridan ranges as soon as he saw the defenders focus them down. Let's go back over here. The half-orc spearguard is only down to 80. The Urquhart pikemen have joined the fray. They'll be able to hold there. Snugger skirmish is firing in. Goblin King's bodyguard. Okay, so Goblin King's bodyguard's firing. We've got some helping archers, I think, about to open up. Not open up already, but with the presence of the Goblin King's bodyguard, now's the time to really shoot. And unfortunately, that's when Raider chooses not to fire. Maybe they're out of ammunition. There is that risk. Javelin fire coming in. Try and hit the Goblin King's bodyguard. It's really an odd sight, isn't it? Hobbits battling away on the side of goblins. Helping archers firing again. We've got some more reinforcements here, some Hultry and arms coming up. I think you get a morale buff from the Goblin King's bodyguard. The white hand flag there. The Enigma's doing pretty well. We've got reinforcements being brought up. Attacking archers trying to shoot at the Snugger skirmishers, but the Snugger have been firing for some time. It should be almost finished. The Urquhart Berserkers moving up. What's good about how Enigma used the skirmishers, what's good about how Enigma used the Berserkers, sorry, just now is that he moved them into the battle there and there was no one firing into them. They don't have good armor, but he got them into combat with little to no missile fire damage done to them. And now they can do what they do best. Oh, hang on, I spoke too soon. Some bandits have arrived. Enigma needs to run these guys into battle. Okay, he's pulling them out. Yeah, I spoke too soon. Y2K's onto it. Got Black Urquharts of the mountains here. Crossbows here, just trying to weaken the bandits. Bandits here trying to get a line on the reinforcements of Enigma. We are 49 to 39. We've got some Urquhart pikemen really spread out along the line here. Defenders taking no chances here with these bandits. How are they still standing after all this fire coming their way? It looks like some of their unit is just sort of spread out. This wasn't intentional, but it's their saving grace. It's probably why most of the unit is still intact at this stage, despite all this crossbow fire coming in. Like, we've got, you know, got some bandits here, got some bandits over here, and also in the fight over here. It's forcing the crossbows to really stretch out their field of fire, and they're unable to focus down the more collective bunch of bandits on the side of the hill here. That's why it's taking so many volleys and they're still not broken or run away just yet. Okay, so Ruda, they just lost their general. That complicates things a little bit. 50 to 41. Battling Brandybucks here with their giant axes moving in. Whoa, okay, what the hell? We got a play here, it's just a minute defeat. That's not Medexa. That appears to be Ruda. And Ruda looks like he's exhausted all his forces. Then again, the ground is littered with the bodies of his soldiers. Balance of forces is evenly matched. Well, we're halfway through this fight at least. Medexa has got to figure out what he wants to do next. Does he join the ranks of his allies on the other side there and force this battle to a one choke point affair? Or does he stay on the other side and try to divide the defenders a little bit more? So does he stay on the other side and keep the defenders divided? Tough call. He probably wants to help. He doesn't feel like he can be much use where he is. Not hoping Arts is still up there. We got rocks, we got arrows, we got javelins. We have it all here, fellas and girls. All ladies. No. Oh, I screwed that up. We got a crap ton of javelins there from a full unit of bandits. Fire into the Urquhart pikemen and guards of Orthanc, a nice target. Guards here getting into the battle. $53 to 46. That's not what you want to hear. I don't know if the bandits have used up all their javelins or not. The crossbows here from Enigma, just trying to do some damage here to the blob of attackers. Just trying to weaken them in any way he can. Could be running out of crossbows soon. They've been firing for a while. And 3/5 of the way through. I would say keep adding their weight to the attack. We've got more troops being sent over here. So Medexa looks like he's trying to poke the bear. He's trying to shoot at some spears from the Worm Raider and Mython Marines. Spears of War think can shoot the Helmet infantry in the back. It's quite possible they will. Cinder here down to 3. Where are the riders off to? We've got Uruk infantry over there. Rise of War think clearly don't have the best charge, despite catching the Herpang archers off guard. The riders here will break in due course. Not much will come of that. Defenders really struggling to break through. Haven't been able to find that sweet spot. Snagger skirmishers looks to be a fresh unit. Firing into the Black Uruks to the mountains. The protectors firing into the flank. They require a more direct line of sight to use their javelins. Snagger obviously can lob their javies over the enemy, over their own troops, and hit the enemy. The Snagger here, they're falling too fast. Barrel-Express archers there. Reducing the number here of the Snagger. Down to 41. Got roughly 20,000 frames to go. Looking at this right now, the attackers aren't looking that great. They don't have any halberdiers at the least to go toe-to-toe with the pikemen. I would have liked to see the attackers bring up some pikemen, but they don't have the faction that has any. Except for the Ruda, who did have the Herodang pikemen. And of course Medexa, who had the Dunlin pikemen. But those guys, if not already dead, are on the other side of the map. And so how do you get past this? They have to get around the flank with the Uruk pikemen. They have to attack the flank and start folding up the troops into the back lines there. And they can't afford to play this game. They can't go toe-to-toe or head-on with Isengard, the Uruk pikemen. Easier said than done, I know, but they've got to find some way to get around that. But you got to still have some bandits, but they don't. I think they've used up all their bandits already. Fights like this is where the Uruk pikes shine. And where most armies fall before them. Okay, Harman Riders just trotting forwards. We've got a bit of a glitch here from the Dunman pikemen. Medexa has some bandits here. And he has some Trollshoe Axos. Okay, he sent us the Dunman pikemen, he sent us some Trollshoe Axos. That is good to see, that's good teamwork there. The other side definitely needs such units. I would have liked it if he sent the bandits over with the troll shack cells, but he probably kept this unit here because if he wants to press any attack on this side here to have any chance of success, then he's going to need units like the bandits here, and of course the riders of Warthink or spears of Warthink at the very least. $66 to $57. Bandits were under fire. I think they're trying to get cover. Alright, they found cover. There we go. Greenwood Rangers firing in. But Slayer Skirmish is firing again. And look how Pikeman is standing strong. The attacking force here is starting to lose hope. What is that? Women protectors. Firing into the heavy goblin crossbows. And we've got White Eric Fearmongers being sent up. Crossbows and the well, not the mob here, the hobbits, they're trying to take down the wooden protectors. We're down at 39. $71 to $63. Goblin pikemen have arrived. Well, they've gained some ground. That much is evident. Greenwood Rangers are out of ammunition. Big positive there for the attackers. So things starting to swing their way a little bit. The defenders starting to run out of ammo. Basically, whoever runs out of ammo usually first loses.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Momentum is with the attackers here. I mean, Pikeman adding a bit more muscle there to the White Eric Fearmongers, who are inspiring their own troops. Spears and do moving around, so they're trying to focus on the attackers' flanks as they move forwards. The attack appears to be stalling. The fire is still incoming, keeping the hopes of the attackers alive. Crossbow fire from Duran definitely keeping the attackers in this fight. They're weakening the Iroquois pikemen, and of course the surrounding enemy forces. They've gone for a big push, haven't they? Mighty Reforged have nominated themselves as a spearhead of this latest advance. When pikemen have fallen behind, they've got to keep up with the attack. The danger, of course, is their forces are wearing on the flanks. So Y2K's forces need to step up. Best way they can help right now is to focus on the left flank. The Trolls through Axos could lend a hand. $75 to $75. Okay, there's my Dex. Okay, so these were Medex's forces that are broken. Enigma just charged into Y2K. And Y2K is yet to use his Gandalf fireworks as far as I'm aware. Both sides wearing the other down. They're just trying to fire with some urgency, trying to make sure the warg skirmishers break before they can get their hands on the Gandalf fireworks. We've got Black Batman Berserkers there. Great unit to have still. Trolls to Axos also down good, pretty valuable. This unit looks to be healthy, completely untouched from Medexa. He's got 2 units of Trolls through Axos here. Looks to be unused. So the attackers here have some firepower, considerable firepower still behind them. Well then, protectors here just got slammed into. They still have javelins too. I think we're seeing an orderly retreat here. The Ron Raider appears to be pulling out. Sun's moving out his forces, it is coming this way too. The attackers, they're moving up. The Woodland protectors here, they're going to try and move forward and delay the enemy. Buy time for the rest of them to escape. Well, that makes sense. Hopefully the One Raider decides to do that sooner rather than later, because Sun's still coming with some forces here. As is he. He has his own forces still out here. But Joran has halted his advance. Buying time for the attackers to escape. Big mistake there. Should have tried to shut down the retreat. Troll Shark cells are engaging the enemy. We've got some fallen pikemen moving in to engage. About 48 of them. Well, Medexa had time to shoot, but he didn't. Spears could have fired as well. So unlucky to still have those guys after all this time. I think they're moving up some Longbottom mob. Green Watchers are going to throw their daggers, I think. Yeah, that's better. Goran's forces just taking it. Moving now. Looks like we might have a battle here, guys. The defenders didn't fall back up to the final last stand point, which is what we usually see. Just sort of hanging around on the second level. There's some hard infantry move up. Some might be fearmongers there. They've moved up to deter cav charges, essentially. Hard infantry moving in. Modern guard might be committed here as well. Yep. Oh no, they're falling back. You've got wooden protectors here. I think they're throwing it into the white rig fearmongers. We've got crossbows here. Returning fire. How many died there? Well, at least 11. And the cav ain't getting through this. Well, I say that, and they got one through. I think the cav would never get through that. This time's too spinning because we're getting a little bit grindy here. Oh, Joran is looking like he wants to surge through. Greenwood watches here trying to fire into the Mammoth Berserkers. Okay, Home Guards moved up. The Watchers here facing off against the Heavy Goblin crossbows. Oh geez, my decks are getting in the way here. Library Mountain Berserkers have been brought to the forefront. And crossbows here aren't firing anymore. On guard, trying to get into the attackers' ranks. Trying to shut down any missiles. Who fired? Well, who's firing? Doing ranges here from Y2K. Mighty Female goes down to 13, but still ready for action. It is impressive to see. Let's try and get an idea who they're shooting at. Nazca High, Woodland Protectors. Nazca High.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay. One bottom up, they're targeting who's behind that? Woodland Protectors. So they obviously fear the Woodland Protectors, that's just clear. Let's go high, trying to outflank the enemy. Okay, reloading.
Smash the enemy.
Nah. Jerome got in Medex's way there. That's watcher fire there. Seemingly trying to weaken the left flank. Take any pikes out of circulation. Alright, the times 2 speed it. It's getting a bit tense. No, that was either Joran's general there or Merkel's general. So I just saw Bing Bongs and he's still alive.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
84 to 95. The opportunities were there for the defence to take this one. It appears to be blowing out a little bit now. 85 to 96. And there was a lot of chances there where the attackers could have easily lost. They fought their way back into this fight and might actually end up taking it. But things really started to turn around, I reckon, when Lebexa sent his troll shark solos, his Dunman Pikemen, which were invaluable to the attackers' big push over here. They went back from where they originally were being kept. So the whole time, this whole battle, they've been kept in the one spot, trying to break through the defence. Along comes Lebexa and they start making some serious ground. Other Fieldmongers had a big role to play in that, but the Dunman Pikemen definitely helped them move forward. They kept attacking the enemy pikemen where the halberds just couldn't reach them. About 5,000 frames to go, give or take. And Dunman just lost their general. We're seeing maybe a mass rout there. And Dunman Pikemen, as you can see, they don't like losing their general just one bit. That looks like Enigma's general. To 98. The Ran kind of looks like Ranger Fire, it's irritating. Producing a mass chain round here, Y2K is struggling to keep these forces focused and in the fight. .3,000 frames to go, 89 to 98. Jeez, how are they getting this close? Ground for protectors. Moving up. Okay. Opening Archers down to 8, Elders, the Elven King down to 13, Modern Blade Masters down to 24 here. We might actually just be worn down, coming to a close. But heavy on the crossbows here from Joran. And we have 15 Wooden Protectors charge out of nowhere and straight into the crossbows. But if the crossbows are in guard formation, they should still be able to fire. The defense here have been worn down. They're the last of the defending forces here, and they're about to be shot in the back. Let's keep leaning on General, and the guy's saying, nothing to see here, nothing whatsoever. Move on, move on. Move freaking on, or die. Player says that when he gets frustrated. And that is it. So well done to Zoran and his team on their victory today. Zoran getting 1528 kills, Medexa 852, Automouse 886, Y2K 86, 1336, the One Raider 3189. Nicely done, man. Son of the Dude 9 there, 2738, and Enigma here, 1854. Very nice from the other two players here as well. Okay, Batman Berserkers there, 118, a little bit disappointed for them. Goblin King's Bodyguard, impressive, we got 208. And who got Spears here? Two got just over 40, and one got 200 somehow. Mount Nurek Coast, no real special performances there. Black Orcs to the Mountains, 163, and Berserkers here, 103. That is almost it. Heavy Crossbows there, 130 and 120 respectively. And so that is what the armies look like there, in terms of casualties and kills. Thank you to Jerome once again for sending the replay. If you want to see your own total replay video featured on this very channel, everyone, there are links in the video description below where you can send your replay to me, and I'll try and get it out on the channel as soon as I can. This is Micka from Scouts and Lieutenant signing off. Fall out, all my fellow Scout Troopers, and catch you all in the next Total War battle.